As a nonprofit community organization, giving the community access to cameras is really important. So people who are in the neighborhood can stop by and check out a Canon AE1, which is a great camera to learn on, and can come in and check it out for a week. It actually costs nothing. There's no money involved in that. We loan those cameras out with the hopes that people are discovering a new art form or brushing up on an old art form, and they can come in and borrow a camera. We'll show you how to load the film. We regularly hold classes that teach people how to process black and white film. We have the facilities here for people to do that themselves, as well as make prints. So, giving access to the community for sort of that whole spectrum of being interested in something, all the way to creating a body of work that makes them feel good about that journey is really important to us. We have a really great membership base. Our membership base is currently sitting around 100 people. To be able to build a community of photographers who are all sort of interested in the same thing, and then finding out beyond that how we can all connect is really important work for us. Even now, as sort of new as a lot of digital media is and the way we consume imagery, I think even younger people are starting to feel that disconnection between their work and how it's being made and how it's being viewed. And there is some more importance being put onto being able to physically touch that, and especially with things like a print swap, it's a really great way to interact with your community, with your fellow photographers, fellow artists on this journey of making these sort of very defined decisions on wanting to create work in a specific way. How can we facilitate that? And a lot of times it comes down to something as simple as having access to film. We are kind of far removed from the era of film. Those things are hard to come by, and as we're seeing this resurgence, we're seeing more and more access coming to not just the artists but the people who support them. So I think it's a great thing happening for younger artists. And the great thing about film photography is the patience that is inherent in the art form, right? So having to be limited by how many exposures you have on a roll of film, or what ISO your film is, and how it works in certain lighting conditions. All those things help photographers develop a style and develop a workflow, and film's really great because it has all those things built into it. So we've had some gallery walkthroughs of shows that have been up around the city, photo walks, trying to bring in people to talk to our members about things that are important to them. Sometimes it's about insuring equipment. Sometimes it's about what legal ramifications you might have if you're shooting somewhere in public. We've done really great architectural photo walks, things that our members say, these are things that are important to us or that we like, and being able to facilitate that to them in a way that is sort of, impactful, but not impossible for us to do on a regular basis. So as a community organization, we recognize that an important part of interacting with our community is interacting with its youth. So being able to offer youth classes and workshops and working with other organizations in our community is really important to us. So in the past year, we've partnered with a few organizations, Capturing Belief, as well as the Downtown Boxing Gym, and finding organizations that have access to youth that want to learn how to make images is really great. So for us to be able to go in there with 5 or 6 cameras and find kids that really want to learn and teach them from the basics all the way to printing work and having an exhibition of that work is really great for building a new generation of Detroit photographers.